Oh, How I Love Jesus. This one is a traditional song. It's come up through many years. And so it's one I think is easy enough for beginners to do. There are 3 verses, which means you need to at least know a few things before you get started with one with 3 verses. The the words that you're going to need there, and you're going to use your dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so my dominant hand is right, and you're just going to put it out there. There is over there. There. Name, and that is you've got like 2 ends, and it's kind of a double bump, dominant on top of the non-dominant. Name. I, me, we, all of those, you're going to be pointing to yourself, and it's just I, me. Now we, from shoulder to shoulder. It's like you're circling a group of people, but you yourself is included. So you circle around. The same thing for he. You're going to just be pointing to whoever you're talking about. You, wherever you are, or if it is a multiple you, plural, then you make an arc with your finger. Here, and there it's almost a 3 hand. You're pulling sound into your ear. Pull it in. Here. Sing or music, and that is just like a choir director is leading the choir. It's just back and forth with your hand. Sing or music. Worth, you're grabbing a ribbon and you're tying up a package. It's worth. It's a valuable thing. Worth. Tells, coming from the throat up and out as if it was noise that was coming up and out. Tells. Of, OF. Now, in sign language, because it is a concept language, it's not a word by word by word English description. The OF becomes the sign for it. So you think of that as the word of. Don't think of it as OF. You also will notice that there's a lot of words that I do not include because we don't sign them. They're incorporated within the concept. So it's like is, are, was, were, be, been. All of those you don't do because, again, it's within the concept of the other words. Savior. You're bound at the wrist, just like you would think of as a slave. They were bound so that they couldn't run free. But the hands are in the S formation, bound at the wrist, breaking free. Now that's the word save, so you have to add a person ending to it to become savior. Savior. Love. Oh, get a hold of it and hug it. Now, here you're going to hear me talk about being emotional within a song. Your whole body tells the story. It's not just a hands language. It becomes complete body language. If you say love, you're sarcastic. It's not love. So you have to show the love on top of it. Love. Who? Thumb on the chin and a wiggle of the pointer finger. Who? Died. Both hands are up, palms toward each other, and let them keel over. Just like if something was standing, if it died, it would keel over. Died. Set. Get a hold of it, pick it up, and set it down. Both hands. Pick it up, set it down. Free. Now you remember Savior, so your free is that same sign, but with the F hands, free. Now remember, it's not a a person here, so we don't put the person ending on it. Free. One, and you just, it's the number one. You have usually already accomplished your numbers at least to 10. So one is just one. Heart. And this is the center finger. I call it the feeling finger because that is uh, where we usually find a lot of the emotions is with that finger. So just, it's just touching your chest right at the heart. Heart. Feel, again, those center fingers and up the chest area to feel. And again, just think of it coming straight up. Feel. Now, the word my, we're going to talk about possession. My is pulling it back toward yourself. You remember me is pointing. Well, my, it's like you've got a lot of things out here and you're pulling it. It's mine. My, yours, ours, his, or whoever it is. You're pushing those objects toward that person. Now, in the word deepest, I have to be, I have to look at the meaning of the word deepest. Being a beginner, English is not a very good language when it comes to um, meanings. In this one, he can feel, oh, the deepest or the greatest. So take it out. The deepest or greatest, and then whoa. Both hands in the A position. Place them almost in the opposite direction and take them around again to the opposite direction. Now, again, when you're doing that, it's like a crushing motion. If you have something in between, a grinding stone would just crush it completely. So think of that whoa as being that crushing feeling. Okay. Sounds. And again, anything with sound is coming from the ears. So it sounds. Like. Here we go again. Like does not mean I like you here. Like means this is like what is over here. The Y hand back and forth. Like. In, your non-dominant hand forms a cup. Take your dominant hand and place it in the cup. In. Ear. And body parts you just point to. Ear. Sweetest or sweet. Good things off the lips. Sweetest. And remember, your face needs to show it. It's not sweet. Sweetest. Make sure that you show that. Sweetest. Name, and we've talked about that one. On, your dominant hand lands on the back of your non-dominant hand. It's on. On. Earth, you think of earth as being a ball. Your thumb and your center finger land on top of that earth and it rocks back and forth. Earth. Precious. Oh, grab a hold of it and it's right at the chin. You're going to hang on to it. Oh, precious. Blood. Blood is red and then it drips down like the back of the hand. Blood. Sinners. Now remember, this is a person. Sin is a double hook, and I'll move around where you can see that. Both hands form in that X position like a hook that gets into somebody with a person ending on it. The sinners. Perfect. P to P and land the center fingers on top of each other. Perfect. It's a perfect landing. Perfect. Plea or a begging. And this one, I had thought about it as a prayer, but I don't think so. I think it's more that you're begging for forgiveness. Plea. Each. And that is one stroke of the dominant thumb on the non-dominant thumb. Each. Now, don't do multiple because then that becomes every. Each. And we've talked about sorrow, that woe and the sorrow are the same. That bears or endures. And your thumb, you have an A formation, the thumb against the bottom of the lip. Patient or bear. Now, the next word, it says below. You can do under here. I choose to do the word here because that's what we're talking about, that none can bear here on earth. So it is here. Jesus, think of the nail prints in the hands of Jesus. Remember those feeling fingers? And so you touch the palm of each hand. Like we think about the nail prints going through the hands of Jesus. Because on your forehead, pointer finger is almost like an arc and pull it away. Because. Because. Now first, you are thinking of the digits on your hand. Your thumb is the first one. Your pinky is the last one. So first, just take it straight up. First. Can. Two hands. A position. Can. Both of them straight down. Can. None. And that's 0 to 0. Apart or some. It's like you have a pie and you're cutting it in half. So it is only some of it. It is not all of it. Some. There is a name I love to hear. I love to sing its worth. It sounds like music in my ear, the sweetest name on earth. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus, because he first loved. It tells me of a Savior's love who died to set me free. It tells me of his precious blood, the sinner's perfect plea. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus, because he first loved me. It tells of one whose loving heart can feel my deepest woe, who in each sorrow bears a part that none can bear below. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus, because he first loved me.